Charge up your game with excitement. Highest odds on the market. Coverage of all live and pre-match events. Place your bets with Solid Bookmaker and win with your favorite teams. Take what's rightfully yours with GG.bet.
Welcome back, everyone. Our matchup has begun. Our third map of the best of three is it is going to be NiRVANA up against Viz here. It is on Dust 2. The two teams will battle it out. And as we do see, the battle has even begun. Viz starting things off here on the CT side, NiRVANA here on the Terror side, which I must admit though, like Viz on their CT side of Overpass, once they actually had an opportunity to play, they were doing a fine job at it. Like they were very well playing a lot of the situations in the latter stages. They kind of fluffed it, I must admit, with some of the aggressive plays, and now we do see the aggressiveness here from NiRVANA. They're entering the bomb site. The interesting thing is, this is such an odd setup. All of the players coming in there from lower tunnel. Oka doing a fine job at stopping the push. But now the Wiz players, they aren't coming in hot. Now there is going to be some crossbar set up here. It's a good crossbar here from NiRVANA. And we do see Viz are getting absolutely shut down with a push. Lobi should and will eliminate the last player here from Viz. That's going to be the first round here for NiRVANA. First round has been picked up here. But in the past, we have seen, even with the first round being picked up, I mean, NiRVANA has struggled, let's say that. I think, if you do guys recall Overpass, on the Overpass CD side, NiRVANA picked up the very first pistol round. But afterwards, they didn't pick up a single round. I think it was 4 rounds in a row for Wiz, and they really struggled in NiRVANA, you know, after losing the pistol round. I think that gave the momentum for Wiz to actually play in a higher level against NiRVANA. And here, you know, NiRVANA, they've played Overpass, and they've won Overpass, so they're obviously going to have some of that confidence moving forward. So I think it might just be an even affair as it was in the second map. Shindo spots out one of the players here. He also drops the bomb carrier. There'd be a refrag from Jewelry, but it's a bit too slow. Jin, only with that P to 50 of his, is able to do so much damage here, surprisingly enough. And we're somehow down to the 3 versus 4 right now. Viz, they have the one-man advantage. It's obviously not that great, but look at this. Bogang lands the headshot. And there we go. I think we might see already an upset here in the second round as we do see Aeon as well as WeCloud sticking together in this position. That's good. They're sticking together. They're going to enter the bomb site as a 2-man unit, but the problem is Bogang is here with the scout hoping to land a crazy headshot, but it doesn't look like he will succeed in time just yet, but his teammate Mizek will, as he lands the headshot with the USP. Now it's home to Aeon. He knows the position of one of these players. He's already running towards CT, but he doesn't have the bomb in his possession. So he has to pick it up and has to win it against Lank, who does have the AK-47. The numbers haven't punched in. Aeon, did he actually see the player? Well, now he knows where he's coming from. He is going to win the fight. He gets 4 kills. But at the same time, I mean, that was just an eco NiRVANA, and they almost fluffed it. Really, no joke. They almost fluffed that second round. It could have gone in favor of Wiz. But as we do see right now, it is NiRVANA to come out on top, and obviously some significant economical damage being dealt. That's the one good thing here for Wiz. So if they do succeed in this round, then yeah, they break the economy for the teams. This is quite an important round for both of these teams. And in fact, as the winner of this one, raises the economy of the opposition. Good flash running in. That's going to allow WeCloud to pick up the first kill. Mizek coming in as well as Jin. This is the aggressiveness we have seen from Wiz in the past, and for now, it has worked out. It puts the team in an advantageous position. And even though Jin is barely alive with us, setting only at 5 points of health, this is still a 3 versus 2 here for the terrorist. They may not realize that a player like Jin is so low in HP. Maltar running in. It will be a commitment here, I think. It looks like they wanted to back away, still stalling about it, but with that smoke being thrown on the side, it's pretty obvious that there has to be one player there close by or even on the side itself. 50 seconds. Is this going to be a commitment here? They're taking their sweet time, NiRVANA, I'm not gonna lie. And because they're taking their sweet time, we do see the rotate here, but Lovey punishes the two players here from CD, but this is the third man here, Lank. Can he spot out one of the hits here? He's trying to. But once he's gonna jump up the boxes, I'm gonna move up the ramp. That's where Oka's gonna get the kill. 3 rounds right now from NiRVANA, and that's a pretty important victory, as they've now broken the economy here for the CT side. And with a broken economy, this is an opportunity as good as any for NiRVANA to extend the lead. Boogang, though, he does get tagged with the AWP, but he will reply with a headshot, so that's a fine opening here for Wiz. Of course, now they're... If you're NiRVANA in this position, you probably want to chuck that AK-47 somewhere far away so that the Wiz players don't decide to go towards T-spawn and attempt to retreat it. Nothing much going on in this round, other than the simple fact of, well, NiRVANA taking over the B-bomb side. This is, I will say this is an interesting approach here from the likes of Wiz, that they decided to completely abandon the bomb side. But of course, I guess the good thing for Wiz is that he can actually keep some of these players on pistols for the next round, but is that really a saving grace? I mean, one way or the other team will make the investment here, but this is good. This is not AWP being picked up. Of course, the player's going to continue with a push here. They don't have anything to lose except for maybe Shin. Definitely doesn't want to lose that AWP. Wants to keep it. It is going to be Boogang to pick up one shot with the scout and most poorly killed there in WeCloud. But overall, yes, that's another round here for NiRVANA in the books, as they secure themselves so far a 4-0 lead on the Dust T side. Good wallbang coming in there from Oka. Mexi might have to be a bit more careful in his approach there, might peek in middle. But he does have his teammate Boogang holding the angle right now, so there's a possibility that maybe Boogang can pick up a kill or two if the players will in fact commit moving forward. This is going to be a hold here from Boogang. He finds the second kill as well. And there is still one player on the side. That's a perfect time there for Oka. Shin takes down Oka. And Haeon as well goes down. So that's going to be the first round here for Wiz, as they see the NiRVANA players going for a bit of a B split there, but they did not succeed that easily. It wasn't easy at all, because Wiz, in a pretty unstandard practice, I guess you could say, they had two individuals holding on the side itself. They had one of the individuals holding from the mid area, from the corner there, so that's allowed Boogang to pick up a couple kills. And yes, that's going to be the first round here for Wiz, maybe the first of many. As we do see the economical situation here for NiRVANA is in dire straits. Maybe there's a possibility here for the NiRVANA players to get it done. Or maybe it might just be Wiz to come out on top because of the lesser investment of NiRVANA. And there we go. That's going to be the first kill here for Wiz, As Bexy secures it on Jewelry. That is a good pickup if I've ever seen one. It is going to be a pretty slow round right now from the NiRVANA players. As they did end up losing Jewelry there. They're quite cautious about sure. They're hoping maybe to spot another player there, but that's not really the case. Once Viz found the first kill, they simply back away and play this one in a safe manner. However, for NiRVANA, they are on the T side. They are the aggressors. They're the ones who are going to have to make a play here. And with 30 seconds remaining, looks like the play will happen here at the B-bomb. So the split is successful. Now the single player spot him out, and Shin makes a big mistake as he runs on through the smoke. That's a possibility right now for NiRVANA, but look at this. The double player push towards tunnels. This is good from Viz. They change up the pace, and they catch out the bomb carrier. This is looking good right now. 10 seconds remaining, though. He didn't pick up the bomb, and that's a bit problematic. No time whatsoever to win this round, and even if he would have picked up the bomb a bit quicker, I don't think that would have been still enough time. So yes, Aeon and Oka gonna keep their weapons intact, and I think because of the uneven nature of their economy, I think it is gonna be a force fight, right? Is it? The other players are not investing though, so it looks like they're just going to be the way it is. Because the problem right now is for a team like NiRVANA is I don't think the two players who have the AK-47s right now will have enough money to pull off a proper investment. So I'm not sure if this is the right way to go about it. Maybe it would have made sense to go for the force buy here, but we'll see. Even the two AK-47s can do a lot of damage in a simple round like this. But you see the NiRVANA players slowly but surely shifting their focus on the A side, I presume. The players here are about to make a commitment here. They want to force out Bexy out of this angle because it's a very powerful angle on an Opper. If they don't eliminate him quick enough, this could be disastrous here for NiRVANA. And as they're entering the side, Bexy even pulls out the USB. And that's the thing, he's got his teammates backing him up. And this is just a slaughter right now. Not a single kill working out here for NiRVANA. This is going to be Wiz now with 3. Oh, the straight up B rush. It's successful for now, interestingly enough. And is able to pick up the first kill, but there is a massive gap there for the doors. Finally, the smoke does deploy. And we do see the players here, probably from Wiz. Okay, that's interesting. They will have 4 players coming in from the same angle. I'm not sure if that's the right call. More often than not, you want to try to split up your forces. Have a couple individuals coming in there from the mid part. But someone has to come in through tunnels, otherwise this could be quite difficult here for Viz. Though they are setting up the utility, throwing down the smoke towards tunnels. Flashes should drain in. WeCloud holding the angle. He does not get the kill though. A lot of damage being dealt though. There's a lot of exchanges happening here on the side. Aeon, powerful position for him. He finds the kill and he finds himself the ace in that position. He started things off with a simple CZ 75 kill. The player indoors picks up the AUG and makes one massive effort to secure the round for the team. A simple push here from NiRVANA. And I'm not sure if that's the correct call because right now it is Viz to pick up the first kill, or to be exact, Bexy with the AWP. I'd say they have to be a bit more careful right now, NiRVANA, if they want to continue on pursuing the hit on the safe side. They must be very cautious about one player in particular, and that's Bexy with a sniper rifle. Not too much going on here from the NiRVANA boys. It looks like, again, it's going to come down to the commitment on the A bomb site, but this time around, they have split up the forces, so that's the one thing that's working out here for NiRVANA. And we can see that one smoke grenade in CT spawn deters Xing from only committing to the A side. He wants to make sure that there's no one coming in from middle as well. Mizek, though, good angle. He takes down one of these players, and NiRVANA, as they're entering the bombs, they're having such a difficult time pursuing the bomb plant. Bexy in the smoke. He's got an angle though, and he gets the kill on Weak Cloud. There's only one more player remaining, that's Oka. And I think in his position, he might just consider, yeah, backing away, but he can't do it. That is going to be the 5th round here for NiRVANA. Looks like this might just be a bit of a faster play here from the NiRVANA players, and as they do throw down the utility, they don't seem to be committing too long just yet. And there's a position right now for NiRVANA to probably, again, try to commit to this A side take. I can't really say it has been too successful, though. I'm not sure why they're continuously attacking the A side. They just haven't found a lot of success here, if anything. It's been primarily their B hits, their B splits that have brought them the most amount of success. So I'm not sure if this is the correct way to approach. But we'll see. They're coming in. They're throwing down the utility, the Molotovs and whatnot, all that jazz. And as Oka tries to jump down, he will be shot down here by Bexy. No smoke grenades to stop the players from peeking along, and that's a big mistake. That one smoke grenade and CT spawn won't cut it, NiRVANA. And that's pretty much it. This is a round done and dusted here. Wiz will secure themselves the 5th one. As Lowy, that 8 might just do it. Nope, it doesn't. Only 4 HP lesser for Lowy. 20 seconds remaining. This round is pretty much over here. Link does move on in. Or actually, no, they don't. Ah, I see what they're doing here. They're going to allow the timer to dwindle. And once it does, that's when they will hunt down Lowy in that position. But I think Lowy realizes he just wants to die here as soon as possible. He doesn't want to die after the timer. Otherwise, he won't receive any money to speak of. So, okay. For now, this has been quite the even game. The even game I was actually home to see, especially after that second map of Overpass. Now it is going to be a pretty simple eco here from NiRVANA again. Investing in some of those upgraded pistols. Oka definitely taking his sweet time to make the purchase. Not sure why he took such a long time to buy up a CZ and some utility. Oh, there you go. That's a good early shot there for Jewelry. He picks up the kill, and there's Booga and taking down Aeon. See, even though these are just the pistols, we have seen in the past how NiRVANA, they did have that crazy push at the B bomb site where they did end up winning the round in the 4 versus 4. So I don't know. I mean, a similar storyline might repeat here. if they do contest the A bombs right now, they have some good timing. There's not a single player on the site right now. The only player who's actually holding it is, in fact, Leng, the guy holding from CT spawn. Okay, now he's going to change up his position. He knows that he's going to have to be quite careful about short. That has been one of the main avenues of attack for a team like NiRVANA. And look at this. Oh, he gets the flank. He sees all the players, but he can only find the one. Oh, pardon me. He finds the two there, but Lowy is the one who gets the frag right there. And this is quite awkward here between the two teams as you're somehow down to the 2 versus 2. Lowy pushing through with the CZ. He knows there's a guy in the smoke. Can he find him, though? This is weird. And now we're down to a 1 versus 1. Lowy versus Boogang. And Lowy, well, that is a poor timing for him. Boogang's got the USP. Pretty much 2 shots with the USP, and Lowy's a goner. But Lowy misses the jump. I don't know what's going on here. Boogang finally gets the kill. But that was such a weird round. I mean, I didn't even know what to say. That was not good Counter-Strike. I'll give you that, folks. That was not good Counter-Strike. And again, with those mirror pistols like NiRVANA, they were pretty close in securing the victory. That's the surprising thing about it. Very surprising to see. Shots ringing with the scout. Jewelry going aggressive here long. He does not have his teammates backing him up. That's the one problem I'd like to say. And with that smoke being thrown out, he actually gives an opportunity for the player in pit to make his way, and Jewelry's just going to get punished on the back of it. Ah, but now I see what the whole point of the setup was. He wanted to attract as much attention as possible towards long, whereas WeCloud and his teammates can make the push from short. As far as ideas go, and as far as tactics are concerned, NiRVANA, they've done a solid job at it. They secured themselves the bomb plant. And Oka, yeah, he definitely took his sweet time lining up the shot, though. And wow, I'm surprised he doesn't get the tag on the second guy. At least the tag. Boogang coming in from CT spawn. Leng gets a nade kill, and he actually anticipates the guy to jump up. The 1 versus 2 here, Aeon has been superb right now for NiRVANA. But with that smoke grenade being thrown out, it's going to make it very difficult here. He's going to push it through the smoke. That's risky here from Aeon, and he almost gets it done. That is going to be another round here for Wiz, but they had to shed some sweat to secure that one. And as we see, like, Aeon, 16 kills for him. He's been playing very well. Obviously, one of the things that helped him to have such a good amount of kills is that ace he had on one of the eco rounds. But for now, it is going to be another purchase here from NiRVANA. They're back on the investment here. They still have money here, but this is not a very convincing T side here of Dust 2. WeCloud does the actually gets damaged here with the 8 OVP. What's going to happen next here for NiRVANA is they do have time on their side. That's the one thing that's looking quite good here for NiRVANA, but as of yet, not a lot has been done with their time. They haven't really gone for any short presence. In fact, if anyone's holding short right now, it is the Wiz players who have constantly noticed that NiRVANA really like taking over short these past couple of rounds. So they're going to try to punish the T's for going for the aggressive plays, but no flash whatsoever. They even had the anti-flash position, but they didn't even need to use it there. Wiz, they absolutely destroyed this attempt here from NiRVANA. That is so frustrating to see. NiRVANA, you have 4 players there. Someone has to throw down the flash. Please, someone has to do it. And no one did it from NiRVANA. They just went in for the straight dry peaks, and they got punished. They got punished hard here by Wiz. Another silver round here from the NiRVANA players, as we can see that they don't have a lot of money to work with. That's why this is just an eco. A simple eco that. Some upgraded pistols. Some utility though, which is quite nice. And smoke grenades have been thrown out. The push is happening here on the B side. Bexy's got his teammates coming in from CT as well as 3 guys on the B side. So this is pretty much an impenetrable fortress for NiRVANA. They can't get anything done. 1 kill does work out, but that's all they're gonna get. Jewelry with... Is that the picture of Eminem? Chad, tell me what you think. We've got Jewelry's POV, and is that Eminem? I think that is Eminem, isn't it? Well, I know what's certain. That is WiZ picking up their 9th round. 9 rounds on the CD side of this 2 is a pretty good squad. If you're a team like WiZ, who have struggled in the past, especially on the T side of Inferno, from what I recall, they had a pretty good affair on the T side of Overpass, which wasn't too bad. With them having 9 rounds, that seems to me the comfortable scoreline for a team like WiZ to still have enough rounds to play with to finish off the game, or at least try to finish off the game. Not a lot of exchanges going on between the 2 teams. As of right now, NiRVANA are back to their old shenanigans, but I think they will have a couple more smoke grenades to use here, so I do hope that they use them in the right manner. There we go. That's 1 smoke grenade to block off the vision for Bexy, but they need way more than that. The 1 smoke grenade won't cut it. They're gonna have to throw down smoke grenades on the cross, but we don't see them. They're again pushing the side without barely using their utility. That is a big problem right now. There we go, smoke there for CT. That will deter the player pushing forward. The problem is right now, the flank, it is here. There's Bugang, there's Mize coming in from short. That's the bomb being dropped, and Jewelry stuck there in a horrible predicament. The nade's not gonna get him. It's gonna be Mize M4. But I mean, look at this. Look at the early stages of this game. You're thinking, wow, okay. The players from NiRVANA are back. They want to close this one out. They have themselves the early 4-0 lead. But afterwards, it's been pretty much the WiZ show. They picked up themselves. At one point, it was 3 rounds in a row. And afterwards, it was just 7 rounds in a row on the CD side of this too. A very good scoreline here for the T's. Now it comes down to piss around. More often than not, the piss around is, I'd like to say, 50-50 in a lot of times. It's really hard to say which team is going to be able to come out on top because both teams pretty much have a similar level of weaponry, I guess you could call it. Now we do see WiZ actually going for the early B split. The problem is for WiZ, as there are in fact 3 players on the B bomb side. So NiRVANA hoping to hold this one down. Good shot there from Aeon. Good shot from him again. He actually taps down every single player. However, you still have Bugang and Jin remaining. And the thing is, though, these last 2 players know the positionings here of the T's. So that's one. Actually, no, they know the positioning of the CTs. Which, let's see if they will use that to their advantage. Jin looking towards Olkar. Ooh, he should anticipate the player to be there. Another shot with the Glock. Aeon, though, does pick up the first one. Tries to go for the second one, but no, Jin's going to come out on top. He gets his 4th round kill. And that's 11 rounds here for WiZ. Thus far, a good start on the terrorist side. They pick up the pistol round. They can now pick up the subsequent round as well, as that should be Nico here from NiRVANA. As you see the players, pretty much every single one of them sitting at around $2,000, except for Aeon, who obviously had 4 kills. And the round we see, so if we do the math, 4 times 300, that is $1,200 in his pocket. So that's the opportune time to purchase a weapon like a scout. WiZ, though, walking out here slowly but surely here in long. They still haven't been spotted out by a single player from NiRVANA, and they're just going to continue walking out. They don't seem to care too much about long, and that's why they're going to get punished here. Jin picks up a kill, and so does Mize. And the round seems to be over here for the likes of NiRVANA. It's pretty much back at the save here. Oka would love to save that scout of his, but I think if you're Bexy or Mize in this position, trying to hunt down these players would make a lot of sense. That would be extra money in your pockets. So I can't really blame them for trying to attempt the hunt, but we can see that Viz are not too concerned of removing these weapons from the hands of their opponents, which is quite interesting. Oka though lands the headshot with the scout. Myzik though with the Mac 10. There you go. That's the cleanup I'm talking about. Did he? I don't think he ran out of bullets on the Mac 10. Did he? I didn't really notice it, but I mean, as far as ecos are concerned, I mean, NiRVANA to get 2 kills out of this one, so it's not too bad here. Definitely not too bad. Not the best, not the worst. So we do see a pause taking place. I'm not really sure what's the nature of this pause, but primarily, folks, it has been the technical issues plaguing some of these qualifiers here in a lot of the regions here. So we do hope the fix will happen relatively quick enough. Though, as it says so, that it probably is a technical pause. I mean, there's always a possibility of this being a tactical one. A team like NiRVANA, they were the clear, at least they were kind of the clear favorites coming into this one. It looks like the guys here from Viz are kind of an unknown quantity here at the Chinese scene. And I mean, pretty much the first map, which was Inferno, Wiz just got pummeled. It was 16-2 in favor of NiRVANA. And I'm thinking we're jumping into the second map. This is going to be easy here for the likes of NiRVANA. They should be able to close it out 2-0, but no. Wiz bounced back in overpass. They secured it 16-13. And here on Dust 2, surprisingly enough, it is Wiz in the lead right now. A shot from the scout, I would presume. Oka seems to be holding that position with that scout of his. In this position right now, we can see that the players here from Viz don't seem to want to really commit to the straight-up push on the A-bomb site for long. It's definitely a possibility here. They can very easily attempt to move on forward, but they have time on their side. Time that is very useful here for the T side. Right about now, the whole minute mark, Jin and Co will begin to take over some of the short presence. Jin, I do hope to see a flash come through. No flash, just a straight up jump for the smoke. That is quite uncommon in professional Counter-Strike, but, oh, there you go. Aeon picks up a kill there on Myzik. And as the players do continue on with the push here, yep, they spotted the guy behind the Mercedes. This is now going to be Aeon left in 1 versus 2. They don't seem to know his position though. But as say so, Bexy looking towards CD spawn. He's going to punish Aeon. And Wiz will get 13 rounds on the board for a team like NiRVANA. This has to be quite frustrating. For those who are wondering, let's bring up the scoreboard real quick. NiRVANA were leading in this game 4-0. And ever since the 5th round, it has been pretty much the Wiz show. They've picked up 13 rounds, and in the span of those 13 rounds, NiRVANA only got the 1. Okay, Oka standing there in the middle of open. An easy shot there for a player of Boogang's caliber. Agility, though, he does have to scout now, so maybe he can do some of that damage. Primarily in a round like this, Wiz want to play it quite safe. They're not really sure about the purchase they're going to see from a team like NiRVANA. Walking out here on the B-bomb side, I'm not a huge fan of this, but they should be able to succeed, all things considered. They're using their utility, which is a smart way to approach this one, and now they've cleared out every single angle. They know there's no one here on the B side anymore. So yes, for sure, if you're a team like Viz, you plant the bomb, you hold post-plant positions, and you should be able to secure this one by this point. Jewelry, Wee Cloud, and Levy, for them, it might as well be a save at this point, but trying to go for someone who's exit frags is definitely a possibility. Or in fact, in the case of NiRVANA, even it is going to be a straight up hit, isn't it? Or no, they're backing away. Okay, so they're not going to be giving away their lives for free. They're going to conceal this round for sure. They're going to allow Viz to reach 14, but this is not the important round. The upcoming round is going to be super important for a team like NiRVANA. You might be wondering why. Well, as you might see, the game's coming to a close, as well as the second half. And in the second half here, for Wiz, they only need 2 more rounds to secure victory here throughout not only this 2, but in the entire best 3. So NiRVANA, they must pull off a round here. They must get the victory here on this round. Otherwise, the next round, if they end up losing it, no money to speak of. So yes, this is the best possible investment here from NiRVANA. The question remains though, will their players be able to frag out and secure this round for the team? If they don't, like I said, this could possibly be a pretty quick one here on this 2. Looks like to me, Viz were definitely thinking about making the B-Rush happen. And a round like this, not sure if that's the right call, though Aeon picks up an impressive first kill here, and do you see some trades happening here? This is a B split, but it's a very awkward one at that. Because the players that didn't make the split there, they didn't seem to pay too much attention towards CT. They got shut down. The smoke grenade was blocking out the vision for the players in tunnels. And that was just an all-around weird round for Wiz. But of course, for NiRVANA, they don't care how that round went on. They care that they've secured the victory here, and that's the important bit. They got themselves the 6th round after, what? Wait, let's do some maps. After Wiz won 11 rounds in a row. Actually, no, not 11. What? Yeah, my bad. Actually, 11 rounds in a row. After that, NiRVANA picks up their first ever round. I mean, that just shows how dominantly Wiz has been playing. It's not that, oh, you see scrolling like this, 14-7, oh, there has been some back and forth affair. No. This was a dominant performance from Wiz thus far. Now we do see a pause coming in. Now it would make... I think if anyone might be feeling pressure, I think it's probably an unexperienced team like Viz who might be feeling some pressure coming into this one. Because they know all they need right now is the 2 rounds and they're going to come out victorious. That's it. And a lot of times when you get into the mindset that, oh, we only need the 2 rounds, it's easy, we're going to get it done. That's when a lot of teams end up making mistakes. They think that, oh, if we end up losing this round, no biggie, we can reinvest, we can still try to give it our best shot. And that is how we see a lot of times teams, when they have such a significant advantage, they begin losing like 5 rounds in a row, 6 rounds in a row. And then you have a scoreline that's very tight between the 2 teams, and a lot of times the team was leading, they end up choking. I mean, that's no secret in Counter-Strike. That has been happening a lot of time. It even happens in some professional play. I mean, you guys probably have seen the game in the ESC Season 7 finals where MRBR, with such a massive lead, lost to North. Jewelry, though. Let's make it the first kill here on Myzik. Probably not the best way to approach long, especially when you know that he has gone in favor here of the CT. Simply shift your way, crab your way on long. I don't know, not the best choice. But here, the double op setup here from NiRVANA is quite impressive. They have found the first 2 opening kills. QK is going to go for more. He picks up himself the second one. And there we go. This is suddenly a very winnable round for NiRVANA. A 4 versus 2, in which Pixie and Link don't have themselves, any possibility to win this one. The bomb has been dropped. They're in the doors. And Lowy, he's going to find the last kill. That's going to be now 7 rounds here for NiRVANA on their CT side. And there we go. We can see that the economy here for Wiz is in shambles. It is going to be an eco here for the players. And of course, because it is an eco, there's a possibility for NiRVANA to pick this one up. Boogang, watch the cross though. He actually gets the tag there on QKA. Thing is though, you might think, oh, once the smoke grenade is thrown out, there's really no point in jumping. But the thing is though, QKA takes the extra effort to jump to make sure that the player in T-spawn has a much difficult time in hitting the shot, and yet he hits the shot. That is just obscene. It does look like the Wiz players grouping up here in short, clumped up here in short to make this push happen here. Jewelry misses the first shot, and he's going to go down to the pistols. Oh no, this is not a good start here. The Wee Cloud eliminates Bexy and Long. He was anticipating a long flank to take place. And now you have Scout here from Boogang. If anyone's going to have to find the kills, it has to be Boogang with the Scout. Because I don't trust Leng and his Glock. Jin has only got the P250. Myzik with the CZ75. So in terms of weaponry, it's looking horrible here for Wiz. You see those Jing with the P250. Finds the first one. Aeon gets one more. And Aeon here, he's up close here. He's pretty much on the side right now. He is hoping to find a kill. He finds the kill on the short guy. And he will succeed. That's going to be a round here for NiRVANA. But, guys, you almost lost to a full eco. That's basically it. Jewelry. He had 4 players coming in. He wasn't able to land a shot on one of them. And once they began pushing on in there, he just got shut out. In a world where Jewelry, say, holds an angle behind the side, on the round to be more precise. If he goes down there, imagine if this can then pick up a sniper rifle, they can do even more damage here, maybe even a better position to secure the round by that point. And so, a team like NiRVANA have to count their lucky stars here, and the flashes are successful. They do blind Jewelry, but just a little bit. He still finds the first kill here. Okay. Oh, I think he actually spotted the players there, so I would suggest him to play a bit of a more passive setup towards long. Because those long-range engagements, even the rifles can still find some kills, and there we go, NiRVANA. They seem to be pulling this one back. These past couple of rounds have been pretty good here for NiRVANA, if I were to delete that previous round out of my mind. As they do succeed in a round like this, Wiz will be again stuck in this very awkward position where the players from Viz don't have a lot of money to reinvest properly, so it is going to be an eco, and again, a possibility for NiRVANA to pick up themselves the 10th. There we go, there's 9 rounds here for NiRVANA, and the upcoming round is going to be an eco here from Viz. An eco round here for Viz, though this should be an easy round here for NiRVANA, though that's a nice attempt there for Boogang. He actually lands the shot with a scout. That's the thing, like, any of his teammates could actually try to retrieve that scout and maybe do some extra damage here, but for now, it looks like they're focused on making this split a possibility. Now they're going to slow things down a little bit. Link has recovered the scout. That's the weapon I want to see picked up a bit earlier here from Wiz. Now we do see the push here. Ian holding the angle. He will be going down, and it's all optimizing at this position, and we can see him holding it with the CZ75. It should be an easy round. Let's pull out the scout. It's a fine weapon to maybe land a tag. Not that easy to land a not that easy to land a kill though, because you have to be either shooting at a player who has already been softened up or the straight up headshot. I just want to point out here, if you take a look at the scoreboard real quick, there have been pretty much 2 players who have put their team on their back, and they're just doing the heavy lifting. It's Aeon here from NiRVANA, who's sitting at a comfortable 33 kills. He's also on the losing side, which is the interesting bit. And you have Jin here sitting at 24 for the likes of Wiz. Minute and 15 seconds remaining. For the terrorists, that is definitely a lot of time. But it's the important bit, how do they want to spend their time? For now, they have clumped up here in short. But I don't think there's going to be a certain commitment on the A bomb site. No, I think far from it. I think what I want to try to do right now is try to pull off some sort of fake before they commit to one of the bomb sites. But it's still quite hard to say which site will it be. because you have one of the players there from Wiz making his way towards the tunnels. Oh, Jewelry actually tags his own teammate there, but only does -2 points of health, so that's not a lot. And now it looks like the B split is upon us. Oka finds the first kill. He does have his teammate looking towards tunnels, but myZeq will pick up the kill. And now NiRVANA only have one more defender here. They line up here. Ion gets 2. It goes in for more, but he will be shut down. But there's Lowy with a very quick flank. And we can see that the bomb is dropped there into the tunnel. It must be recovered as soon as possible here by myZeq. But that's the thing, 10 seconds. What's his game plan? Does he want to find the kills? I'm not sure what he's going for at this point. He's simply run out of time. He doesn't want to save here. He wants to die, but the timer has run out. I'm not sure what myZeq is doing at that position, if I'm being honest. At that point, myZeq, as horrible as it may sound, but you have to die, buddy. You have to die so that after you are eliminated, you can actually receive money for losing the round. Now he doesn't get nothing at all, so it has to be a partial investment here from Viz, and... Wait, what? It has to be a partial investment here from Viz, sure. But why myZeq goes for the force spy? Next round he won't have any money to work with unless the team actually plants the bomb, so I'm just confused by this point. Aeon, this man has been superb on the B-bomb side. If you're a team like Viz, I think you're gonna have to reconsider ever going towards the B side, because you know, a man like Aeon has been so sublime in that position. Lowy right now. But an all to do here as the players are coming out here one by one. He does find the headshots though, and that's the important bit. But as it says, so myZeq has recovered an AWP. This is quite an important weapon here. I think Oka's only got the pistol, so if myZeq lands the headshot though, the shot will be enough though. And the bomb, sadly enough, it's not planning for myZeq. He can't really win this one unless he goes for some nutty jump shot, which he might try to go for, but he can't succeed just yet. And myZeq might just stick around here in the smoke, keep that AWP in. There you go, that's much better. That's how we do it, myZeq. This time around, after the timer runs out, because the CTs are able to defuse the bomb, the Ts do gain money, and in that case, myZeq also regains money whilst having the AWP in his possession. So yes, that is great stuff here for Wiz. In terms of weaponry, now they finally can pull off a purchase here, AK-47, an AWP enhanced Bexy, but you guys might remember, it might seem a while ago, but it talked about a possibility of, you know, a team like NiRVANA pulling off a comeback, because Wiz, they don't seem to have a lot of experience. They seem to be relying a lot of their individual aim, and that individual aim for now has won them the bomb site. They can now take over free bomb site control. They could very easily plant the bomb in a position where the C's can defend from easily. That is obviously short. And if you're NiRVANA, you're obviously going to attempt this one. Bexy punching in the numbers. Yeah, this round is looking very good right now for a team like Wiz. They've exploited one of the weaknesses here from NiRVANA, and that is Jewelry, who has not been doing that great on the scoreboard here. And they're going for a boost in elevator. That is weird. Oka will try to land the shot, but he cannot succeed. Oka does pick up one. Here's Bexy will reply with 2 of his own. Oka, I mean, he can try to land some of them nutty highlights, but I don't know if he can land any of these headshots. And it's not meant to be. Wiz now on 15. Well, folks, looks like our best of 3 is coming to a close. This is, of course, still the first best of 3 of the day. There's going to be 2 more here on this StarLadder channel in particular. As we do see, a team like NiRVANA, they pull off the purchase. Yes, they have the 2 sniper rifles to work with. Yes, they do have the AUGs. Will that be enough for them to pick this one up? Lowy, though, bring down the flash. Gonna go in for the peek. Leng not really looking towards the player there, and this is abysmal here for Viz. They're getting absolutely shut down by the 1-player Lowy. And that's about it. This is a round over here for Wiz, unless Jin and Bexy can pull off something out of the hat, and it's looking quite unlikely. Yeah, unlikely to say the least. All 5 players from NiRVANA survived this one with 100 HP. They don't lose a single player. That's great for the money. But I must say, though, at this point, money is not that big of an issue for a team like NiRVANA. They just want to win rounds one way or the other. So, as of right now, it is going to be, from what I can tell, a pause being taken here by Wiz. I'd like to say that it's a pause from Wiz, but I can't be sure for certain. Now I do see one of the players here investing into the ALOP. That's going to be Boogang, no longer Bexy, and the thing is that Bexy's been quite good in the sniper rifle, but Boogang has really shown up in these latter stages of the round, so I kind of see why he's gone for the AWP pickup. And these next couple of rounds are going to be so important. In fact, this round itself is very important for Viz. If they don't secure this one, this might just be a victory here for NiRVANA, because in the very last half, actually no, at the very last round of the game itself, they won't have any money to work with. The push is here. Jewelry finally coming alive with that AWP of his. And Wiz going to continue with the push here. There's two players on the side itself, so this should be a good hold here from NiRVANA. They're able to drop the bomb carry. There's the two players remaining at short. This is looking good right now for NiRVANA. There's only one more player remaining. That is Boogang, and ooh, I think he might have spotted the player shifting his focus from CD towards long, but he still can't find the kill. Oka throws down the smoke. By this point, the Opera should be able to seal the deal. We have Jewelry holding the angle towards CD, hoping to spot out Boogang to come in his vicinity. But I think Boogang realized the importance of this round. He doesn't really want to commit this one. It's pretty much a suicide mission to secure this 1 versus 3. But if he saves the AWP, his teammates will have, I'd say, a better chance of securing a round, because obviously their money is in the bin. But guys like Bexy, Link, they can still make the purchase here, even have a proper rifle to work with, whereas Jin and Myzek, for them, yeah, it's just going to be the simple pistols. Right, NiRVANA. They're on the brink of securing overtime. Not the victory though, as they're down that 1 round, and if they secure this one, that's it. There's overtime, and there's a possibility here. Oh no, Viz though. That's gonna hurt. That's really gonna hurt for a team like NiRVANA, but I'm not sure if I like this push coming out here from Wiz. It's not that great. They thought that if they eliminate the guy crossing middle, there has to be only 1 defender on the side remaining, but that clearly was the case. Lowy, look at the aggressiveness. He's pushed up all the way through long, and no one's got a clue about his positioning. He will be shut down. Meanwhile, it is a 2 versus 2 between the two teams. Jewelry on the AWP. He's really going to have to step up here for the team. He hasn't really showed us some great stuff. There we go. Shot from Jewelry. Hoping to see the second guy come in from long, but that's not really the case thus far. Boogang with the Krieg. A powerful weapon on this T's hands. It is right now quite important for a team like Wiz to close this one out, because if they don't do it here, I think in overtime they're going to crumble. Oh yes, I think they're going to crumble. If you're leading 14 to what, 14 to 5 was it? 14 to 6? And if you can't close out the game, well, overtime's not going to be good for you. It's definitely going to be quite hard. Boogang in a position where he can actually punch in the numbers. He throws down the Molotov to CT as an effective. That's ineffective though. I thought that's going to deter the players from pushing forward, but Boogang is going to creep his way. But the players, they've got the setup here all right, and WeakCloud's going to do it. That is going to be 15 to 15. We're going the distance. And this means that overtime is upon us. Now we're heading into overtime. And I must admit, I don't know, it seemed like Wiz, that's going to be frustrating for them. They were pretty much on the brink of victory here in the burst on this third map of the best of 3. And now, I don't know, like, this is probably going to be the game here for NiRVANA. But before we can make any abrupt judgments like that, we must see how the first couple of rounds of overtime play out. Obviously, the good thing for right now for a team like NiRVANA is that they can make a very good-looking purchase. AWP has come out, AUGs, all the utility in the world, you name it. However, now that I've noticed it, even though they have so much money to work with, there are no defuse kits here for NiRVANA, which is a very interesting quirk. At the same time, I can't really recall a lot of rounds where NiRVANA actually had to go for retakes. It's been primarily them shutting down the Wiz T side before them entering a bomb side. And once they do enter a bomb side, they also were doing a solid job with the retake as well. So, I don't know. Just, you've got 10 grand to spend. Now buying a defuse kit is quite weird in my opinion. But here we will see Wiz committing to the push. One of the players is already on the side itself. Lovey though, he's still stuck here in the smoke grenade. Good flash running in. He finds a lot of these players. But he only gets the 1 kill. And their progress has been back down as well. Once the smoke grenade fades, and I don't think it's going to even have to fade once the players are all dead. There we go. NiRVANA, a solid hold from them. And another pause being taken. This is quite interesting that we do see a lot of these pauses being taken. That's the thing. I think for a team like Wiz, I would have loved to see the pause taken a bit earlier in the match, if I'm being all honest. Because right now, this game is just more or less coming to a close, I'd like to say. So is this more of a technical timeout or a tactical one? I can't really tell. I would presume it might just be a technical one because we have players like Louie who haven't even bought a single thing. So I think after a matter of time, he might just go for the good old-fashioned disconnect, reconnect. Is that the case here for a team like NiRVANA? Yeah, the pause is definitely taking its own time here. And of course, guys, I'd like you to hurry up this one because we do have our second best of 3 of the day. It is going to be iPad versus WNV. So you want to try to close this one out as soon as possible. Come on, guys. Chop, chop. We have another best of 3 to guys. Come on. Let's get this one over with. And because the pause is taking such a long time, I would presume, yeah, it's probably an issue with someone's computer. Probably not the server, though. I think, yeah, everyone seems to be quite satisfied with the server. Ping's quite nice. It probably is someone's PC, maybe lagging out or some other issue. There have been some issues with the anti-cheat from what I've heard. But more often than not, the players were able to find a quick fix. I think it was a simple reconnect, disconnect, turning off the anti-cheat, then getting it back on. Well, I mean, that's just what it is here with online Counter-Strike. Whenever you have a lot of these issues to fix, you don't have an admin who's standing right behind you to help you out, give you a hand. What's the problem? The pro players themselves going to have to figure that, and not all pro players are tech savvy, as you might think, guys. Anyhow, overtime can continue on moving forward as well as the round. We do see the purchase coming in here from the likes of NiRVANA. It is a very solid purchase. We're talking AG's coming to play. Oka probably on the AWP has been stellar so far, so don't see a reason why he shouldn't play with it. And of course, we do see the WiZ players, some of them heading very quickly towards the tunnel area, but I don't think this is going to be a commitment towards tunnels. It would be quite foolish to go for such an early play here, this early in the game. Or is this a commitment though? myzik coming in there for CT spawn. He does punish WeCloud though. Oh, he's stuck there in the flames. He's feeling Inferno all right. Oka and Ion, again the B bomb side. If you're Viz and you're gonna hit the B side, you have to eliminate Aeon as soon as possible, because he has been the thorn in the side of Viz whenever they attempt to hit this B bomb side. Sin? I guess he's hoping to spot out some aggression from middle, but okay, there is in fact some aggression happening, but it will be Boogang to find the kill. And now Jewelry, he's had a difficult time here on the CD side. Can he step it up here? This is the round where he has to. He's got the op to work with. He finds the first one. There's going to be a lot more to find. There we go. Jewelry finds himself a second one, but he overextends. And now the players can go in here for the rotate because they know what's going on here. Oka attempting the no-scope jump shot, but let's be real, Oka. It's very hard to hit it. Oh no, he goes for more. He tries to attempt it, but now he's left in a 1 versus 1. It's op versus op, and it's gonna be Boogang laying the shot, but he gets the headshot with the Glock, and that's the important bit. Well, now I think I'm gonna have to eat my words after that round. Alright, I'm sorry for ever doubting you, Oka. You clearly have mastered the Kukli jump shot. Ah, Kukli. Or Kaylee, whatever you want to say it. Can you guys imagine that? The whole Kukli jump shot on ESL 1 Cologne happened 5 years ago, pretty much. That's such a long period of time. Oka here. There's a bit of a gap here for him to find a frag. Shiraz secures the kill on Boogang, and the remaining players from Viz probably going to continue on with their pursuit here on the bomb site. They have some utility in their possession, a decent amount of it. But one of the more frustrating things has been from both of these T sides, from NiRVANA's as well as from Viz, is that they don't seem to use a lot of utility whenever entering the bomb sites, and that is very frustrating. Airplane sounds. But were those in my own place? Or were those in the game? I'm not even sure about that. But here, one thing I am sure about is NiRVANA, they're pretty much on the brink of securing themselves the second round here in overtime. Bexy and Lenkok are kind of stuck here. They're in a position where they must face against 5 players from the CD side, and I mean, once this round ends up ending, then we're going to switch sides. That's going to be very interesting because Bexy here with the op hasn't found a lot of success on the T side, but he has been better on the CT side, I'd like to say. It is going to be a split, it looks like. They're going to try to make their way towards the B side. But as Lenkok is the last man standing, he should be going down any time now. He throws out the Molotov. Oh, doesn't throw out the Molotov apparently. But yeah, this round pretty much over here. Ion, allow him to secure the 14th. Actually, the 40th kill, not even the 14th. 40 kills here for Aeon. He has shown us some great stuff here on the CD side, especially that defensive on the B side. So good stuff here from NiRVANA. Now the question remains. The sides have been switched. Can NiRVANA finally acquire 2 rounds to secure themselves the victory here in the best of 3? A pretty slow round from the NiRVANA players. They seem to be very focused on the tunnels area, which is quite odd. Are they thinking about entering the B side through tunnels? That's a possibility. Can't take that away from them. But by this point today, though, it's... Wow, it is actually very effective. Minus fighting 59 HP there in Oka. But because he's the Opera, that's not going to do the most amount of impact. I'd like to say if that would have been someone with a rifle, you know, someone who has to entry a site, yes, that's when doing the damage on one of those players is very important. On the Opera, who is a lot of times in a position where he's quite laid back, playing behind the lines, it's not too impactful. But here though, 40 seconds remaining. It looks like NiRVANA are about to commit to the bomb site here. They have 4 other players here. Not really sure why Oka's still sticking around here in tunnels. That's pretty odd. I think he wants to meet up his own teammates. Oka picks up the kill there, and Mize, a good shot from him. And this is good right now. They pick up a kill on a player who is flanking through long. They can have one of their players going through long, but they're just going to commit here. NiRVANA, as they continue on with the push here. They haven't even reached the bomb site. That's the hard part. But Oka, he's watching the flank. He finds himself another one. And 10 seconds remaining. There's plenty of time to plant the bomb here. Oka, he's ready, all right. He's hoping to see the player here. He finds the shot. And that's going to be the round here for NiRVANA. They reach 18. So in the worst possible case, they have secured themselves another set of overtime. And right now, they're just one round away from securing the best of 3. This have gone for a peculiar setup. If we were to brought up the minimap here, we can see they do have 2 players up in short, 2 players holding middle. No one concentrating on long whatsoever. I think that's for a good reason. NiRVANA, whenever they try to go towards long, they have been quite unsuccessful in regulation, so kind of understand the notion behind it. If NiRVANA was unsuccessful beforehand, what are the odds they're going to commit back towards long? The part of the map they really struggled on. This is the situation in which the Wiz players holding their ground. That's very formidable. And the good thing for them is that they're in a position where they could very easily rotate back to one of the bomb sites here. And for now, Jin picks up a second kill. Actually, no, the first kill into the round, but the second one here for Viz. And as we do see NiRVANA, they've actually made this push happen here at the B bomb site. I'm not sure why we are not actually looking at the players. This is the interesting bit. Aeon has been fragging out of his mind right now for NiRVANA. Can he keep up the pace right now? Molotovs, they're not going to deter him out of position just yet. This is the interesting thing. Even though Viz has got time to work with, he won't have anyone come in through tunnels. This could be a big mistake. The utility runs in. Aeon watching the doors. He should be at least. But he doesn't see. The player has run past through him. Aeon now left in 1 versus 1. Can he do it? Yes, he can. If there's anyone to close out the game, it is Aeon. 44 kills for him. Sitting at a very comfortable 107 score. This has been sublime performance from this player. And guys, that is it for our first best of 3. It was a banger. We had the first map going in favor, 16-2 for the likes of NiRVANA. Then we saw a team like Wiz bounce back on Overpass. And finally, NiRVANA closed it out on Dust 2. So that's it for our first best of 3 of the day. Our second best of 3, it is going to be iPad versus WNV. So of course, guys, if you're interested in that matchup, make sure to stay tuned to this channel. There are also going to be other matches going on at the same time. I think you have also the eHome versus Tai Lu game happening relatively quickly on the main StarLadder channel. So if you want to take a look at that, be my guest. But for now, folks, it's going to be a quick pause, and we'll be right back with some more Counter-Strike action. So stay tuned.
Charge up your game with excitement. Highest odds on the market. Coverage of all live and pre-match events. Place your bets with Solid Bookmaker and win with your favorite teams. Take what's rightfully yours with GG.bet.